What up? Wherever you is, deuce, deuce. May you be blessed in this moment. Now, quick message. Many people have this misunderstanding of who I am. Being that I am blessed to the degree that I meet countless of people, or I am destined to meet countless of people, that misunderstanding is indeed valid, because in some stories, I'm the villain. In other stories, I'm the hero, the saint, the good guy. But now both perspective is right, because, in truth, I really don't give a fuck. And here is why. My life, I don't proclaim myself to be a good person. In fact, let me affirm this. See, I am not a good person. I need to say that with a straighter face. I'm not a good person. And I'm not a bad person. That's interesting. Well, here it is. Let me give it to you like this. As you're aware, personally, good and bad is irrelevant to me. Good and evil are one and the same. There is no difference for me. But now, coming down in the whole 3D reality, accepting duality, this good and evil perception or expression of self is as follows when dealing with me. How I came across in your story, or how I come across in your story, is all going to depend on you. So what do you mean? Well, whether I was a villain in your story or I was a hero in your story, ultimately was all up to you. Because whatever vibration, whatever energy, whatever state of mind, whatever expression of self you were showing or revealing in my presence, ultimately led to the expression of myself, be it a good person or a bad person that you got to experience. My brothers and my sisters in this reality, they got this shit all fucked up. They seem to think that there's but one part of themselves. They're constantly, always fighting or working diligently to show to the world that I'm this loving person, while in the process neglecting their dark side. Constantly shoving their shadow down in the depths of their spirit, down in the depths of their soul, refusing to look at it because that part of themselves is shunned. Society rejects looking at the darkness. Then the good Lord gives birth to an idea that is me, who does not perceive good and evil to be something that is different, who does not perceive, let's just say, evil to be something that is bad, something that should be shunned, something that should be tucked away and ran away from, that should be ignored, that should never be talked about. In fact, creates an idea that actually embrace the shadow, embrace the evil, embrace the darkness, and goes about into the reality and literally be yourself. Deal with these motherfuckers accordingly. If they come across as genuine, loving, kind people, give them light. Give them that same energy that is love, honesty, truth, peace, harmony. Give them good. Be good. And if you come across the fuck niggas who literally seems to think they're evil in this bitch, show them that you are much darker than that. Give them back the darkness that they so carelessly sow within the reality, thinking there's no consequences for their actions. I am not a good person. I am not a bad person. I am both. And ultimately, my true self, I am neither good and I am neither bad. That's funny. I am neither good, I am neither bad. Because ultimately, these are but expressions of myself that I can tune into at will and not feel guilty. See, you, the viewer that are watching this video, you have that same ability. That is, if you choose to stop running from your darkness, or if you choose to stop running from your shadow and embrace it, because what you fail to realize is the shadow is there to protect you. Imagine, if you will, you shun your shadow and constantly judge it and literally reject it and suppress it. And you go about the reality being this good guy to everybody. And being this good guy to everybody, they take this, they perceive this goodness of yours as weakness and takes advantage of it. Abuse you, manipulate you, and literally, what you call it? Constantly take and take and take and take from you to the degree that you end up just feeling worthless. And all along, your shadow is just there knocking on the door, pleading with you like, let me out. Let me bite this motherfucker head off. Let me put this bitch nigga in this place. Let me say no. Let me say fuck off. Let me say fuck you. Let me go to war on your behalf. That's your shadow. The one that you have tucked away, the one that you're afraid to look at, the one that you're afraid to embrace, the one that simply loves you so dearly, and as I've stated, is ready to go to war on your behalf. But again, you say, no, it's bad to say no. It is rude and disrespectful to say fuck off. It is a sin, it is abomination to put myself first. The shadow says, the fuck nigga? It is a sin to put yourself first. So you're telling me if you're in the desert and you literally have just about this, a little, you have one bottle of water left and you have about 10, 15 people. You willing to take that water and give it to them because you're a good person, you're a saint, and you give it to them, and you in the desert, you go forth and you drop dead. While these motherfuckers that you give your cup of water to, watch you die. And little do you know, them niggas, they too had their bottle of water, but they acted as though they did not have it. Because they knew you was the foolish one that has this bleeding heart that always want to give of yourself. So you self-sacrificed. And the shadow looks at you hurting. It's like, all you had to do was say no. All you had to do was say fuck you. All you had to do was put yourself first and understand that self-preservation It's a natural law in the universe. Every animal knows this. Every species within creation knows I have to preserve my life. I am useless to everybody if I am not healthy, if I am not mentally sound, if I am not emotionally balanced, if I am not physically fit. I'm no good to anybody. Brothers and sisters, I'm not good, I'm not bad. My shadow, that's my best friend. That's baby boy. See, baby boy, he don't fuck around. Baby boy ready to go to war with anybody, any given time. Baby boy ready to set shit off. I'm with whatever the fuck you with. See him, I keep him on, should I say I keep him on the leash? I keep a lid on him, I should say. I don't let him out often unless he absolutely needs to come out. That's why I said ain't nobody truly worthy of my darkness. There are some who have gotten bits of it. And in their life story, I'm the villain, and I don't give a fuck. There are people who I've literally not given a fuck, or it's like, nigga, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Drop dead. I will watch your motherfucking ass die before me. I don't give a fuck, because in my perception, whatever energy you're giving to me, nigga, you think you bad. Let me give you a little bit of my bad too. You think you evil. Let me give you a little bit of my evil too. And that's all what it is they got. Baby boy came through and said, let me handle that. And then Unique, the Godfather, the light, the good guy, he chilled on the side. Balance. It's fun, man. I'm not a good person. I'm not a bad person. Ultimately, where I'm at, I could come down and do the good, do the bad. And when I go back up to my higher self, I'm neither one of these things. I'm neither one of these expressions. But it's fun to tap into Baby Boy and the Godfather. This was just a plain message, man. Stop fucking around with yourself in this bitch. And what I'm referring to is simply this. Embrace your shadow. Stop allowing the doctrine that is religion that have conditioned you to try to only function from your light. Imagine a scale. If you constantly always feeding the light, you tip the scale. Now you're off balance. And a lot of people in life are off balance because they want to pretend like they're always good. And while they're pretending to be this good soul, this good person, they are accumulating resentment because sometimes they know they want to say no, but they go ahead and say yes because they feel obligated to say yes because of their teachings, because of the programming of their youth, whatever religious philosophy that they believe. You have to be good. You always have to say yes. You always have to do right. And all along your inside is crying out, no, say no. Refuse to go. Refuse to do what they're asking of you. Nigga, fight for once in your life. Go to war for once for whatever the fuck it is you believe in. Everybody going left. Make the choice to go right because you feel as though that's the path that's meant for you. Divine brother. And the only way you can move in this way is if you embrace your shadow. Balance the scale. Now, even with the balancing, some feed the shadow more than the light and it's still off balance. Because now you're functioning from this pure darkness where you're always moving in the negative side of life. Everything is black. No, I should say everything is gray. There is no good in the world. I'm going to take from you before you take from me type shit. Now, you literally using and manipulating even the very people that could come in your life and do good in your life. But you see them as nothing but pawns, functioning from purely shadow. Balance the scale where you're able to see both colors and gray. Balance the scale where you're able to see both good and evil. And you function accordingly. You come across a motherfucker that's bringing good in your life, give them that light right back. Reflect of them that light, that beauty, that love, that harmony, that trust, that respect, that honesty. Reflect on those qualities. If you come across a motherfucker that's showing you evil, show them your fangs. Show them that darkness. Show them that, nigga, I can go there with you too. And I don't feel guilty for mine because I can always come back to my balanced self within myself. And again, when you're at this balanced state, you always understand I can express either one of these. And it all depends on who the fuck you is. It all depends on what energy you giving me. Because I don't proclaim myself to be good, nor do I proclaim myself to be evil. I simply go about the reality and treat you how you treat me. And that's that. I treat you how you treat me. It's an easy way to live. The Bible said it, right? Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. If you go out, you create a lot of bullshit, nigga, you're going to get a lot of bullshit. You go out, you create a lot of good, you're going to get a lot of good. It's a natural law. But dealing with the Godfather. If I'm your villain in your story, nigga, fuck you. You deserve that. And if I'm a good person in your story, I love you. You deserve that too. And let me end it with this right here. Being that I am neither good and I am neither evil, realize this about me. I can love on you, or I could literally watch your ass die and stand there, right there, as I watch life slowly but surely leave your body. And I have the capability of actually helping you retain your life. I will watch your ass motherfucking go without feeling nothing. I can give you my last. I can give you the shirt off my back. Or I can literally not give a fuck about your existence. But it all depends on you. It all depends on your presence. It all depends on how you carry yourself in my presence. So ask yourself when dealing with the Godfather, which part of him do I want? Do I want baby boy, his shadow, or do I want Unique, the Godfather of consciousness, his light? Do I want Unique to love on me, or do I want Unique to literally ignore the very fact that I exist? Do I want kisses, or do I want the middle finger? Do I want peace from Unique, or do I want chaos? Do I want love, or do I want fear? The ball is always in your court. Here's what niggas don't realize when dealing with me. The ball is always in your court. Because when I come at you, number one, I don't want nothing from you. I have never truly came across anybody in my life where as though, even if there's a potential for a friendship, platonic or relationship, I ain't never come across somebody and the first thought is, there is something I can gain from having this person in my life. So I'm only going to befriend them based off of the benefits that I'm gonna get from being in a relationship with them. I ain't never had that, because why would you enter into any kind of relationship with somebody based on what they can do for you? If that is indeed the case, why not just be honest right up front? I mean, people that do this dude did do this thing with networking. I've learned that, and recently I've started to little by little get into that. But if I'm doing that, you're gonna know. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. I'm gonna get your information, your number or whatever you got, Facebook or YouTube or Twitter or whatever you got. Let me get your information and we can network. I'm gonna let you know right off the bat, we can network. The purpose for our relationship is network. And I'm still trying to figure out what comes with the whole networking with people. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I know it's just like, I guess, no, let me not lie. Still trying to figure that out. But as I was stating, I don't enter into a relationship with anybody literally thinking, this is what you can do for me, so for this reason, I want to be around you. That is asinine. That's just pathetic, man. Like, you want to use somebody for their resource? No, man. If I'm around you, it's because I just want to enjoy your company. Friend, family, lover, it doesn't matter. I never wanted anything from anybody because I can do for myself. I've always been able to do for myself. If I don't have it, I sit down, I come up with a plan as to how I can go about and get it. If I need help, I'm not going to confront and pretend. I'm going to ask you, could you help me out with this? Like, an example of this is, let's say you got a rich motherfucker that's around you. They got the nice house, right? I don't know, most people, they seem to hate on that type of individual who is doing well in their life. Have a beautiful house, a beautiful family. I don't know why you would hate on that, but most people, they choose to hate. Me personally, if I see that, number one, I thank them, because through their creation, their thought process, and them bringing that idea of the life they wanted, they have manifested that. And I can look at that and say, yes, I too can have that. But now the question is how? I start to gather data. And part of gathering that data is going up to that person and asking them, like, you have a beautiful, beautiful home here. If you don't mind me asking, if I was trying to acquire something like this down the line, like, what advice can you give me? What tips can you give me? See, that's the approach that I take. When I see people that are doing better than me, what can you teach me that can guide me on the path to having this someday? I'm not gonna hate on you because you got this. I celebrate you. Blessings and blessings and blessings upon you. Thank you for showing me that such a lifestyle is indeed possible. The fool hates a motherfucker that literally shows them what's possible. And as I've stated, dealing with Unique, even if I inspire you or show you what is possible, don't just stop there, nigga. Go further than me. Go do better than me. In fact, do so better than me that someday I could look at you and maybe even come to you and say, I see what you did over there, but now put me on. This ain't no, niggas, you're wasting time in this bitch with this whole competing with people. I have pivoted a little bit off of our original topic, but they still go hand in hand, because the idea of again, befriending somebody to use them, shit like that, we not with. But we gotta stop this shit. Competing with people. If somebody is doing better than you, nigga, take that as an inspiration. I don't even know why you're looking at somebody's life, but to each his own. The Godfather. Going back to our original topic, which version of me do you want? The light or the dark? It's on you. I'm gonna end it here. Deuce.